Good morning and welcome back to Cityline. We are in our third segment and Tacoma Musical Playhouse is on the comfy couch. And if you've watched this show, then you know we're in for 13 minutes of sheer fun. Please join me in welcoming John Douglas Rake. You are still the managing artistic director of Tacoma Musical Playhouse.
Thank goodness.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
And you brought with you this man who I don't get to see enough of. I see his beautiful smile around Tacoma. I see him occasionally on television, and I see him when I'm passing him in a grocery store and it's too late to yell. Andrew Fry, welcome back. You are playing J.D. in Escape to Margaritaville.
So much fun.
It is. And who did you bring with you?
This is my parrot given to me as a gift. I keep him on my desk at home when I write.
Oh.
And he just fits so perfectly into the entire sort of feeling of Escape to Margaritaville. I thought I'd bring him along. And I asked John, can he be on the bar?
And
on
John
the set?
said yes.
And John said yes.
So does he have a name?
Yes, Stephen.
Stephen.
I tend to write more Stephen Kingish stuff.
Okay, good, good. So he's your fact checker.
Yeah, he is.
Very nice. So, John, we just closed Titanic.
Yes, we did.
Boom! That was a huge hit.
It was a huge hit.
It was, I mean, I had people going, yeah.
I get it. Yeah,
Boom,
that was
bah.
good.
It was a huge hit.
It was a huge hit.
Yeah, we all went down with Titanic. And now we have swung the pendulum, woo!
Big time.
To Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville. How did you choose this?
Well, we saw it in New Orleans when it was just about ready to open on Broadway.
Okay.
And we had so much fun. And I wasn't a real Jimmy Buffett fan. I know some of his music. But the audience sat there and sang through the whole show. And then I said to Jeff, this is a show that we, our audiences would really enjoy and are going to, come and sing along and all that. And it's fun. It is just fun.
And Jeff being your husband, but also the musical director
Correct.
of Tacoma Musical Playhouse. It's
Right.
not just a stuffed animal
No,
named
yeah.
Jeff that you have next to you that Steve wants to sit next to too.
Right.
So did you have any hesitation of, will this work in Tacoma?
A little bit. But
Okay.
but not really. I mean, the music is so much fun, and the storytelling is fun, and the jokes are corny, and this is a time that we need a little bit more jovial things
Absolutely
happening in our
do.
life. So
We do. So is Jimmy Buffett, is he in the show?
no,
Okay. So
we have more people ask that question.
yeah, I was like,
No, he's not in the show, but there's an essence of him, I think, throughout the show.
The show is a mosaic of Jimmy Buffett.
there it is.
Yeah.
That
It's
should
an
be a
homage.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
A mosaic of a plethora of Jimmy Buffett. I love that. So how is his music incorporated into the show? Because is this a musical?
It is. It's a jukebox musical, what they
Okay.
call. And it takes place on a Caribbean island with a volcano. And there's a couple of women who are from Cincinnati that come to escape the winter. And one of them is a scientist, and she's doing research on the island. And he intertwines this story with a person that's very similar to Jimmy Buffett, who's a singer on the island, and the two of them fall in love. And so there's a nice little love
Oh, I
story
love
going on
that.
and everything. But his music fits in, and then they actually montage it somewhat in a couple of the numbers.
I love that. Is there a 3-hour tour in there also?
No.
No,
3-hour tour.
We can get off the island anytime we want,
There we
as
go.
long as someone will tell me where they hid my plane.
Yes.
Well, there
Yeah,
we go. So Andrew, if you don't play Jimmy Buffett, who do you play?
I play a character who is a part of a multitude of Jimmy Buffett songs. And Jimmy Buffett's a writer. He's a storyteller in his songs and in his books, including one, A Salty Piece of Land. And J.D. happens to be the character that you might have met in Captain Tony's in the song Last Mango in Paris, or in a song that he wrote and was covered by Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, very early on.
Wow.
He went to Paris. That is my story. He went to Paris is the story of J.D. But I've been on the island fishing the pilings and drinking my green label each day. And that is sort of who I am. I'm older. I get to play someone who's older instead of trying to fit into a younger category.
Okay, so I'm getting the feeling here from our time in the green room, but also just watching you light up, that Jimmy Buffett has been around in your life for quite some time. How long have you wanted to do this?
Oh, how long? Well, when it came out, when I heard he was doing it, I wanted to do it. It's like, oh, he's doing a musical, I want to be in that.
Yes.
The first time I heard Jimmy Buffett was in high school in Margaritaville, the song which was on the radio, AM Top 40.
KJR.
Yeah. and so then, you know, I heard a couple songs, but I didn't know who Jimmy Buffett was. And then I'm in college, and I met a couple Jimmy Buffett fans. Ooh. And that's when I got Coconut Telegraph, and that's when I got Volcano. That's when I went to my first concert. And then once you've gone to a concert, you realize it's not just a musical experience, it's an experience.
It's like a Grateful Dead experience.
Yeah, it really
has
is.
that
Right.
kind of calling and following to it.
The whole idea of there being parrot heads came from the Grateful Dead.
Yes.
One of their guitarists had said, "Oh, we've got our dead heads, you've got your parrot heads," and
There
it's
we
stuck.
go. It's stuck. So what have rehearsals been like? But I mean, because here we have Steve, strong silent type, and then we have you, Mr. JD, who I think is somewhat of a narrator.
Well, I'm I'm more of a ne'er-do-well. Actually, I'm a mystery. I'm a mystery. I am a part of the bar. I'm a part of Margaritaville, and I wander about looking for my lost shaker of salt. But it's more along the lines, I'm a supporting lead, but I do have my love interest as well.
Oh.
So that's
Can you point
that's
one
great.
of them out on this beautiful poster?
Let's see.
She's not on that one.
Oh, okay.
Her name
so
is
it's a
Chanel.
mysterious- Oh,
There she is,
There she
Chanel
is
Finney.
in the bottom. Look at that
oh, she's beautiful.
gorgeous actress.
And right next to her is you.
That's me.
Excellent timing.
Yeah.
So there are lots of people, lots of talent in this play.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
But it's been an adventure getting it ready. Once the Titanic had finished its
Once you
final voyage,
hauled that
we
piece
had to
out.
dive
Yeah,
in, and that's
they literally finished it yesterday, taking it
Oh,
out
my
yesterday.
goodness. So if that's the case, have your rehearsals been in and around the boat on the stage, or has it been in the lobby?
as soon as I found out that I was gonna be in the show,
Yes.
I dropped by the theater and said, "Can I get a copy of the script?" Because you just had to start studying.
That's
and
right.
I had to make sure I could play the ukulele, which is an important thing. So, you know, I've been practicing that as well.
Are you saying you taught yourself how to play the
Well, I
ukulele?
play the guitar already, and,
Okay.
and my daughter played the ukulele
All
quite
right.
well. So it's like, hey, can I borrow your ukulele, Val? And so anyway, there was time to prepare because we knew we were cast.
Right.
When you're cast and you recognize what your rehearsal schedule is going to look like. Next thing you know, we're in the banquet room, and they're learning dance numbers, of which, thank goodness, I don't have to do much of.
That's not part of the
that's
bar
okay.
forte.
No, they've got a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of bright colors to distract from.
From this.
Yes.
So it leads me to ask you, what is your favorite part of the show? Because for somebody who has loved these stories and these songs and being a parrot head, how do you pick one favorite part of that show if you have one?
Well, I would say that my favorite part of the show is that this isn't a Jimmy Buffett concert.
No.
And in fact, a multitude of the songs don't even have the same or similar lyrics to the songs because they are doing justice to the story itself.
Right.
So my favorite part is the feel of it. It is like a concert in that it's an event. Will there be beach balls? Maybe.
We don't know.
Is there colors? Is there energy? Is there light? Is there fun? Is there callbacks from the audience?
Yes! Oh, shh. I shouldn't get too excited.
Yeah, there could be.
If I'm in the audience, there's going to be.
I hope so.
Yes.
So no, what I like is the fact that I think it has the energy of what you would feel if you'd gone to a concert without it necessarily being a concert.
Exactly.
It's got hundreds of little Easter eggs.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, John, is this the Northwest premiere of
It
Jimmy
is. It was
Congrats.
supposed to be on tour, and then COVID hit,
Right.
and they closed the tour down.
Oh.
And so the licensing company said, "We know you've been interested in this," and I said, "Yes, I have been." And he said, "Okay, it's now available."
So tell us how you, in the concession stand area, have jumped in and made the ultimate entree, and what is it?
Well, we have a fundraiser that we need to raise for a new sound system, which is
Okay.
$125,000. That's a lot of money to raise. But we decided to kick it off with a fun fundraiser where they can purchase Cheeseburgers in Paradise, because that's one of his favorite songs. And so they can come and they can get a cheeseburger and chips and a drink, or a cheeseburger and chips and a margarita. And it's going to be just, a lot of fun for that, raising money.
Oh man, I'm there. Okay, last 2 minutes, let's talk about the new season.
Okay.
Mr. John Douglas Rake, what do you have in store for us?
Well, we opened with Cabaret in the fall. And then our holiday production, the national tour finally closed down, and so we were able to bring it back, and it's Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats.
Oh, yeah.
Then we are just got the rights to do a show that they've done limited release, and it's the Jersey Boys. And then,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. Oh, what a night that's going to be.
Yes. Boom, boom. Yes.
And then we have a fun play with tap dancing called Steppin' Out.
And are we going to see your feet do some tapping?
No, not this show. But,
all right.
And then we have another show that just closed off Broadway not that long ago. It's called The Prom. And then our summer production, well, I can't tell you that. I have the rights to do it, but they've told me I have to not be able to announce it.
Gotta be shush.
Tell us.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us.
I want to do the show, not be restricted.
While you have your lawyer on the phone, tell us the show.
Yeah.
So there's a surprise coming up at the end of
It is.
Oh, I love that. My dear, who do we need to thank in these last few seconds?
Well, I want to thank the cast for working so hard, and the crew. Oh my goodness, they are just cranking it out. Coming from one huge show to the next show, and the staff are working really hard. We work as a great team, and
Yes, you
I'm
do.
really thankful for that.
I love that. And who would you like to thank, Mr.?
No, I definitely thank my family.
Yes.
For being fellow Jimmy Buffett fans.
That's right.
And allowing me to do this sort of thing, which is so much fun for me, and allowing me to have the cast over to my house for cheeseburgers after the first
Paradise.
weekend.
There
So,
we go.
There you go.
You two, thank you so much for bringing Margaritaville to Tacoma, and I cannot wait to see it. And we have another date on the comfy couch to talk about upcoming summer school type after school things, because those fill up fast. So thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
My pleasure. When we come back after some musical chairs, Pierce Transit will be in the house. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.